We're back to test another. Did I spell testing wrong? Oh, golly. Thankfully, this isn't a spelling bee because that's going to take too long to fix. It's time to find out which of these wrapping hacks is a real hack and which ones are just whack.
I've actually tried a few of these hacks already. Some of them were quite useful and others were not. While it's really easy to look at a video that's 10 seconds long and be like, oh my gosh, I can replicate that and make my gifts look like they were also wrapped by a professional, I'm just going to let you know that no, you can't. Sometimes no, you can't. Some of you can, but most of us can't. And that's okay. Let's get into it. Let's test our first hack. We're gonna start out with something easy for our first hack. She is wrapping something rectangular shaped. For her, it's a book, but many of us are gonna have rectangular shaped boxes. I've tried this one actually before and it went bad. So we're gonna pay closer attention and see if we can actually make it go good instead of bad. We will be wrapping our Freezy Bake Oven. This thing's actually very cool. It's like an easy bake oven, except instead of the kids getting to make like a fun cooked little confectionery treat, they are actually making an ice cream treat. 8+. I could definitely see an 8-year-old having a blast making real ice cream. It says it right there. I could see an adult having a good time with this. It seems simple enough. You want to roll out your paper and you want it to meet basically perfectly over like the center where the two pieces are gonna meet. Okay, so we're gonna want to leave enough space to go around both sides enough. I don't know what I'm doing. I must have needed to do it the other way. You want to make sure that you're gonna have enough that it's gonna like meet in the middle there. See, did I already do this wrong? This was complicated. It is complicated. Don't let the internet fool you. Some of us don't know what we're doing. Some of us don't know what we're doing. Others of us also don't know. Hold on. Did I say we were starting with the Freezy Bake Oven? I lied. We're starting with Spidey and his amazing friends because he's gonna fit, but it overlaps horizontally. So you want it to not touch vertically. Well, it doesn't touch vertically, and it does overlap horizontally, but it doesn't even come close to touching vertically. How important is that? Not the first wrapping hack is literally already making my brain combust. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, wait a second. That might have been too much. It doesn't, oh my gosh. I cut too much. Did you see how I cut too much? What if I just turned it? And that would in fact make it worse. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's not as easy as they make it seem, guys. Okay, so you push this in. That looks bad. This doesn't look like hers. Hers looks different. Why is hers so perfect? She didn't say it has to line up perfectly. You have to specify. Hers looks perfect. Mine looks dumb. Okay. And then she did that one. Then she did that one. And you know what, guys? The kids will never know what this one is. Darn it! It's not gonna work with Spidey and Friends. Aha! Aha! I need a moment. Where's my drink? Where's my Diet Dr. Kelp? You know what we gotta do? Go back to the drawing board where we're headed. We're gonna try again. All right, I measured it. Okay, measure twice, cut once. Measure once, cut 3 times. Against my better judgment, I am gonna slice it down slightly because it says to make it overlap, but this might be overlapping slightly too much. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Oh my gosh. No, don't get excited, Sarah. Okay. This is not working. It doesn't look, it didn't overlap the way hers overlapped. This is supposed to be the front, but if I were you, I'd put this on the bottom. I'd put this on the bottom, and then I'd write from Santa right there. Somebody better at wrapping than me could definitely have made this work, but it's not gonna work for me, pal. It's whack. Unless you're wrapping a book, maybe? There's another way. I knew there was another way. There's another way to do it where you can also include like an area to insert a little card, and that's very cute. And we're just gonna use one of our pieces that we already cut because we're not gonna waste that. And this looks way easier, IMO, because she's just like using what she's got. So she folds it over, which we've been here before. And then she just kind of folds in the sides, right? Which we've done previously. We're familiar with this. Okay, so we're gonna just fold in each side. And then she folded this bottom one over and she kind of made it like meat in the middle. Obsessed, I love it. It's giving professional. Okay, and then you just push in the bottom like a regular gal. It's perfect. This came out so nice, guys. Imagine like a cute little Christmas card in here. And then you could add like a little candy cane. This is cute. And look at the bottom. It's just like a regular wrapped gift at the bottom. This is 1,000 times better than this. I don't know what went wrong exactly there. I just know that something did. This is a good hack. I took a banana break. I highly recommend it. This next hack I think is actually quite adorable, and the reason I was attracted to it is because when it starts, she's not doing a great job at wrapping. I mean, she's doing a perfectly regular okay job, and I thought I can do that. So let's do a perfectly regular okay job with her. For this, I like the idea of this hack because it's like you're making something into a bag and, you know, will it bag? You know, there actually is a really easy way to measure whether or not you have enough paper, and it's just to like start wherever and then you just flip the item all the way around. And as long as you have a little left, you'll have enough. Now that would be more effective if I had gone the other way because now I don't know where I started, but you get the idea. Alright, so she starts out by just wrapping it like you normally would. And normally when I have an open face sandwich of a gift like this Minecraft movie battle mode great hog, does he like make noise? I've never seen the Minecraft movie, but my kids really liked it. Oh, there's other characters and stuff. Some little kid is gonna love this. She just wraps it like regular people. Okay, I can do that. I'm regular people. Boom. Tape. And she does the bottom like a regular lady. So then she's left with this situation where the top is open, but the rest of it's already wrapped. Love it. Okay, so then she squishes it down. She squished it down, right? I think she squishes it. Dang, did she squish it? Oh, she taped it. She didn't really squish it. Hers looks pretty squished. We're gonna cut a nice long piece of ribbon. Really pretty ribbon, like satin. Satine, I don't know what it is. And then she just kind of squishes it. She squished it down, whether she wants to admit that or not. And then it looks like she just folded it. She folded it over the piece of ribbon. Right? Everyone saw that. She folded it. She folded it. And then folded it again. And then it looked like when she got to the top, she kind of flattened it a little. And then it looked like she kind of like folded it up on itself. And then she folded the other side up on itself. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is hideous. But we're not done yet, so maybe hold your horses, okay? Hold your horses. It's kind of cute. This kind of works. It's not the best. No one's gonna give me an award or anything. Oh, you guys look, it's a red bow, and there's a red bow on the wrapping paper. Hold on, maybe somebody would give me an award. Best effort, most improved. It's kind of cute. I will say it gets a little funky on the top. Hers looked way better than mine on the top, and I'm a little, I was gonna say I'm worried about it coming undone, but maybe if you don't do what I just did, it won't come undone. But I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a possibility. I think this is a good hack. I think I did not a great job, but I think it's a good hack. This hack I'm very excited for. We're gonna wrap up our Make It Mini-verse spaces. You guys saw me playing with these a few months ago. These are very fun. Pretty simple. You just need some wrapping paper and you need your gift. And you're gonna go ahead and make sure that it will fit around your gift. And then you're gonna go ahead and slide your gift out. Okay, and then once your gift is out, you're gonna flatten it. We're gonna fold it, full sides inward towards the corner. You're just gonna kind of cut the corners out of all four corners. We're gonna cut all four corners. We're gonna be left with like a little, like, kind of looks like a piece of candy. Okay, let's go. We got it. My gift is officially in. Okay, so we're gonna take some ribbon and we're gonna tie it around the edge to like close this little piece of candy off. Okay, and then we're gonna tie that into like a cute little bow. My only thing is, aren't you gonna be able to see what's inside of it because of these cuts? Sure, a little bit. This side, I feel like we did better because you can't really see what it is. You can see the plastic right there though. Like, how the heck am I supposed to, you know what I mean? This side, you can definitely see a lot more of what it is. You can even peek through the little corner bits. So it could be that I just didn't do it perfectly enough. Is it worth another go? Maybe we should try again. Okay, round 2, I use the crystal links for this one. I think that's what you call them. I put that inside of here, okay? So we have a little egg shape in here. And I did it again. I cut way less off of the corners. I double wrapped it instead of just single wrapping it. I made the bow as tight as I could. The only thing is, if you make it super tight, you're gonna cut the paper. So you can still see in the sides of this, which I think really take away from the fun of it. However, if this was for an adult, I think this is actually so cute and so fun and not really a big deal, or if it's for like a really little kid who's not gonna like be peeking. Otherwise, my suggestion and what I think would actually make this even cuter is if you put tissue paper in the end. And I probably have some, hang on. It's actually so cute like this. I like it. I think it's more fun with the tissue paper in the end, and that solves the problem of people being able to peek in and see what you have wrapped. I love this hack. This is so fun. It does take a little finesse, but not that much finesse. This did not take me very long at all, and it looks a lot better than the first one that I did. So cute, and I love a Tootsie Roll, so the fact that it's like Tootsie shaped, I love it. I just dropped in the litter box. This works for littles, like very little kids, or just anyone who needs a little bit of help unwrapping their gifts. This hack looks very brilliant. So if it actually works, I'll be excited. I see you. We're gonna stick part of the ribbon to the paper, right on the end of the paper, not sticking out, but just right on the end. And then we're just gonna pull out enough so that it equals the length of our paper, and it goes over by about, I'm gonna give it like 2 inches just in case. We're gonna give it about 2 extra inches, and then all you're gonna do is put your gift back on top. We're just gonna wrap it like we normally would wrap our gift. That other piece of the ribbon is hanging out of the top when you like, you know, wrap it. So don't tape it down. You don't need to do that. You just want to tape the paper down like you normally would. And I guess for this to work, you can't tape the paper really onto the box. You have to tape the paper to itself. Because if you tape it onto the box, then I don't think it's gonna work. I did tape it onto the box a tiny bit, so we're gonna find out together if it still works. You could theoretically chop this down a tiny bit more so it's not hanging out, but otherwise it just looks totally normal. Okay, it worked way differently for them, but our ribbon's gone. No, that didn't slide off. Our paper should slide right off. It's not sliding off. Okay, now it's slid off. I think it's because I had that one little piece of tape. Okay, so that would totally work as long as you don't do that little piece of tape. Okay, I did it again. This time I made it end right here in the middle, which I actually think is better. It's just kind of hanging over, and I think that'll make it easy peasy. I also taped this onto some of the paper, which makes a little bit more sense in my opinion. And I have no tape on the actual box, so this one's definitely gonna work. And I would say this is a pretty good hack, as long as you do it right and you don't tape any of the paper to the box, then it's a good hack. Now this is a hack I have been just dying to try because many of us purchase candles or, I don't know, other cylindrical things, specifically candles. I find them to be a little difficult to wrap if you are just gifting the candle and it's not part of like a basket or something. It just so happens that we have a piece of paper here that I found discarded on my ground. I don't know where it came from or anything. If I'm not mistaken, she's gonna fit. Basically, you just kind of stick it in the center and then you cut slits. And it seems easy enough. I'm sure I'm gonna mess it up, but how? Only time will tell. So I'm thinking we should fold it just to make this process easier. You know what? I'm already thinking I have ruined this. And we're just gonna cut these little, like, I don't know, I'm thinking like half inch like little pieces. And now we're gonna start at the bottom, I guess, or the top. I don't know where we should start. So now she goes in one piece at a time. It seems like a little she's very not serious doing this one piece at a time. She's sliding out the other end. Getting tired already. Why did we do so many? Why didn't we do less? Don't worry, you just add a bunch of tape. That's the sign of good wrapping, you know? A whole bunch of tape. That's usually how you know it all went according to plan. Now we're gonna go in one piece at a time. It doesn't work. Guys, it doesn't work when it's not perfect cylinder. Isn't it the thought that counts? You know what she does though, because she's an intelligent lady, she covers hers with ribbon. That's what I'm talking about. At the end, she says, you know what would fix up this heaping mess? A ribbon. You know, is it my best work? It's not. Could I have done this better if I had just done it in a normal way? I can't say that I could, to be honest with you. So, I don't like it. Let's try the regular candle though. Round 2, I do believe it went a little better than the first one. I still think it's dumb. It does not really help. If anything, I believe it made the wrapping process more difficult. It really did not work for the one that was like not, you know. The paper's gorgeous. I think that's what's really, really saving everything here. I still think the hack is kind of silly. Something this big. Oftentimes when you're wrapping your gifts, you get to the end of a couple of rolls and you don't quite have enough for what you need, but you also don't want to get rid of the paper because, you know, it's not like there's anything wrong with it. Now, we obviously have 2 fresh rolls, but we want to try our little hack out. So we're going to pretend like we're at the end of 2 different rolls. And this seems like a pretty obvious hack that I'm sure many of you have probably already implemented before, but maybe some of us haven't. So now we have this hybrid paper, which, you know, doesn't look perfect or anything, but that's okay. Now we're gonna see if we can do that one bag hack, but with something a little more gigantic. This is Flareon, and it's an absolute cutie. This is such a little cutie baby. It feels so nice. Is this gonna fit? I think like this. Okay, it's gonna fit like this, but it's still gonna be kind of challenging. Okay. All right, now we flatten it out. We fold it up. Well, am I like becoming a professional folder right now or what? So this works if you're like running out of paper or if you just want to have like the coolest wrapped gift ever. There it is. Open this up. See you later, Pookie. Perfect fit. And now we're gonna fold it. And let's give it a really pretty gold. Should we do gold, guys? We're gonna put the gold ribbon in there and then we're gonna fold the ribbon around. Am I doing this right? There's so many hacks deep, I'm starting to forget. That was not enough ribbon, but you live and you learn. To be the master of Christmas wrapping! No, cuz, what do you mean? What do you mean? Excuse me, perfect gift wrapping just arrived. It's kind of cute-ish. I like it. I think it works. And I like that it works with a gigantic gift as well. Pretty cute if you ask me. Whoops, don't get too adventurous with it. All right, pals, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and watching me test out these Pinterest wrapping hacks. There are actually quite a few more hacks if you actually wanted to see some more. Don't do that. You guys know I've been trying out a lot of different videos, so if this is something that you actually enjoyed watching and you want me to do more hacks and testing hacks and stuff like that, then by all means, let me know by just giving me a thumbs up. That's usually the quickest way for you to let me know that you enjoyed it. And I hope that you guys maybe left this video with some good ideas. I know the holidays overall can get pretty pricey, so if you guys want to see maybe like budget gift ideas or even DIY gift ideas, I love gift giving. So it's definitely something I put a lot of thought into over the years. I would love to share. So if you guys have any ideas, any videos you'd like to see or you think would be helpful to you, especially this holiday season, then by all means let me know. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and hanging out with me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.